Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service, EKS, managed Kubernetes. I can just roll to Amazon and deploy EKS cluster and then move that cluster and services to Google, Azure, on-prem, right? That's not the concept of EKS. While that may be a inherent capability of Kubernetes, that's not the point of the service. In order to understand the point of the service, we need to understand the point of Kubernetes. And the point of Kubernetes is not portability. At least that's not what customers I'm talking to is adopting the platform to do. It took me a while to decipher this over the past few years, but customers want to build application stacks faster. Kubernetes enables that, but it is a trade-off. When I adopt Kubernetes, I'm trading the complexity of the development lifecycle for the complexity of managing infrastructure. You may find that hard to believe because all we talk about is native cloud and cloud native around Kubernetes, but it is a complex model for what it is when you're talking about smaller infrastructures that just need to run a few dozen or a couple of hundred of containers. Kubernetes is overkill. However, Kubernetes from a business and IT and technology perspective is extremely tempting. It enables faster application development. How? The ecosystem, when you look beyond Kubernetes, when you look at CI/CD pipelines, security as a pipeline, automation, all of the tooling from small ISVs, SaaS companies, hardware companies, all of the investment is around the fact that Kubernetes is a portable infrastructure primitive that no matter where it's deployed, you can deploy these toolings on top of it to make your development lifecycle easier. I said it was a trade-off from a complexity perspective. Running Kubernetes is notoriously hard. Solutions like EKS, Google managed Kubernetes, Azure managed Kubernetes, on-premises managed Kubernetes helps to alleviate some of that complexity, but not all of it. You still got to understand what's providing worker nodes for your cluster, the Helm chart configurations, all of this overhead associated with Kubernetes. Some of it is lessened, some of it is put onto the customer's plate still. The most important part is that you get integrated services with EKS and the rest of AWS. We're on this journey to overview all 238 services. You're fully into IAM, identity and access management. You're fully into using S3, Route 53, certificate management, KMS, key management systems. You're vested in these platforms, but you want to consume them via Kubernetes or with Kubernetes. That's EKS. Less about portability and more about developing applications faster and taking advantage of that cloud native, cloud foundation infrastructure. You want to learn more? Follow us on the web, AWS Everyday, to get this in your inbox every day, at CTO Advisor on Twitter to ask me questions directly. Talk to you next product.